Hello. Alright, looks like we have Mars a tad late. That's okay. Hopefully she'll be here any moment, but it looks like we already have our first one. Let me turn down this background music. It's always too loud for me. I don't know if it's too loud for you guys, but it's always too loud for me. My brain can't speak. I'm doing good, Charismatic Canine. How are you? How are you? Yeah, you claimed the land today. Good job being first. Yeah, it's just a funky way to say first. It fits with the kind of like, I guess, soft pirate theme we have. Aw, I'm glad, Scarecrow. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, today we are playing, well, I guess I'm playing. You're playing. Yeah, no, please, Charismatic Canine, suggest a way. We're making a list. Scarecrow suggested Zorn, so I will be doing that one first. But essentially, the name of the game is I have 15 minutes to do the best that I got with drawing monsters from memory. Now, unlike the items, I did not have time to leaf through the monster manual because one, I only have the original, and two, this one is just 5e Charismatic Canine because that's the only one I can say that I have definitely, at very least, seen once. I cannot guarantee I have seen anything else. I have only played 5e before Pathfinder. I do plan to hopefully do Pathfinder 1 eventually for both of the things, but that is down the line. That one I'm actually pretty confident on those, Scarecrow. But yes, I love the Pathfinder bestiary. I also have I have Battle Zoo as well, so I really love Battle Zoo. And then I have this book of Leshies from a third-party creator that I'm blanking on the name of right now, but they're called the Botanical Bestiary over on Twitter, I think. So they're really good, really fun. Yes, I'm trying to. No, not Neffy. It has to be 5e official. 5e official. Yeah, I love the Pathfinder monsters are great. Honestly, the Pathfinder monsters are like my exact vibe of how I want to draw fantastical creatures. Like every single one of them is just fantastic. So it's just like, oh my god, I have too much fun with them. Way too much fun with them. No, anything from 5e as long as it does have like an official image. So anything from 5e is fair game as long as it does come with official art somewhere. Like, I'm not trying to interpret something off of a description, I guess, right? So you can do like Sky Swimmer, like that has official art, those sort of things. So it's like the Marut. Ah, okay, Marut. All right. Well, what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna start here. Let me begin my 15-minute timer. Oh god, there it goes. As we start with the Zorn. Alright, I have to remember. I think they're kind of reddish brown. And they're sort of like round. Like this. They give Among Us. Right? They give Among Us, I think is the best way to put them. At least in my head, they give Among Us. I feel like it didn't have arms. Is that just me or not? I feel like the Zorns don't have arms. I know they have one big sort of like some sort of eye in the middle here. Again, I did not prep this one. At least with the items I sort of got to flip through. Is the eye the other way? Okay, I feel like the eye is this way. And now the Zorn has an X. Okay, I feel like I remember something in my brain that like Zorn has an X because it's kind of shaped like an X. So maybe we'll make it sort of, it's definitely chunky. Am I going too Mike Wazowski now? It's definitely chunky. I'm making it too adorable if we're being honest right now. It's too cute. It's not this cute. I know it's got like pebbly skin, I think. It kind of looks rocky. And it's got like a mouth. Oh, good nephew news. Mama's humans have it's one of those things like faces, canine, where it's like humans just love faces. So now that Among Us became so popular, and it's such like a simple shape that you can see it in stuff, that, you know, you kind of have to worry now. Yeah, I feel like there's an X in it somewhere. I'm just not sure where. I can't remember if it has arms or not. I feel like it doesn't have arms. I feel like I'm going the wrong way with giving it any sort of arms. It's just like an eating blob. And that gave it 2 Shrek vibes when I started doing those arms. So let's try again. It's sort of like this. Oh no, does it have the mouth on top? Oh my god, I'm having second thoughts now. I'm second guessing myself. I have 12 minutes. Is it have the mouth on top like this? Don't actually give me hints. I'm more asking my own brain. Okay, I feel like that feels better. Okay, we're gonna do a risk, and we're gonna start over here, but we're gonna start over with a symmetrical line, because that makes my life easier. Okay, he's kind of oblong like this, and then he's got these 2 legs. Yeah, definitely gone from Among Us to Pac-Man. He's got 2 legs like this. He's got some sort of elephant claw feet going on here. Okay. And then I think it opens up in his head like this. Nope. Not like that. Nope, nope. Yeah, did good stuff happen to Noop, or is the good news that there is Noop news at all? Okay, I feel like this is more accurate now. And then the eye is like here. Again, it's still too cute. I don't know how to make it not cute from my head. Yeah, it looks more like this. Yeah, it really is. And honestly, you know what? Then we can just make them stickers, right? That's the secret. No, the arms aren't right. I keep wanting it to have arms, but it just doesn't have arms. That is very true, Scarecrow. But but the cuteness is meant to lure you in, so you want to pet it, right? Oh, I like that. Okay, I don't think that's as accurate, but I honestly like it more. Yeah, the cute lures you in, so then you eat it. So then it can eat you, right? And then nobody can tell you to be warned of the cute, because it eats everybody. Okay, and then it's got some sort of eyelid going on. We gotta add the eyelid here, and the eyelid there. All right, nice. He's looking good. I like him. Gotta add some more sort of bumpy Rockies on him. Here. Yeah, there's something with an X that it makes him look like an X. my brain is telling me that there's an association between his name starting with X and him looking like an X. And so this is not that, but I feel like I have the elements needed here, right? Like I feel like I have enough of a base that I can accept that this is sort of how it is. So with that, I think we're gonna have our 9-minute mark here, and I'm gonna go into some sort of brief lining here. Try to give it a little something. I know they eat like rocks and gems and stuff, and I think they have Earth Stride, if I remember correctly. So, you know, that's a whole thing. Let's give him some more crazy teeth going on here. He needs some more chompers for all of that rock. Now, why he would have sharp teeth when he's a rock eater? You'd think there's some sort of grinding teeth in there, but there's not. Earth Glide. Okay, I was close. I should know that, if I'm being honest. I should have known. I'm making these elemental armors because I have a campaign that involves traversing the elemental planes, because I love campaigns that go into different planes because I think that's really fun. And so it's a... Oh, because you got it open. Yeah, well, I should have known because of the thing, but that's probably the next one is Earth. The dirt plane. So I have to think of how I want to do the armor for that. I think I definitely want to incorporate some gems and stuff. That's the ticket. Yeah, I'm glad. I think I have the stats somewhere, but I have to specifically iron them out. But yeah, essentially all the armor sets, all the elemental armor sets were made specifically to allow my players to traverse the planes, the elemental planes, without being really hindered. Yeah, no, 100. You can suggest as many creatures as you want. Charismatic canine. I'm not here to limit. I don't know how many we'll get to if you start, you know, saying a lot of them, but same to anybody else here. Nightwalker. All right, let me write that down real fast. Nightwalker. It's so funny. It's so funny that you're saying all these because all of these are ones where I'm like confident. It's like, I know I have actually seen this creature. Right, for various reasons, I know that as a DM, as a player, as someone that owns a lot of the D&D books, I have viewed at some point in my life these creatures, and I feel pretty confident. And then we get to it, and it's like, oh no, I'm no longer confident. Take point the Zorn, like, you know, you say Nightwalker, you say Marut, like I know all of these. I've actually drawn a Marut before, in 2019, I think. So I feel relatively confident about that. I feel pretty confident about that one. And Nightwalker, I've loved the Nightwalkers as a creature for a very long time. So, again, they were in 2 of my campaigns, actually. So I feel relatively confident. But then I say that, and then it comes time for me to do it, and it's just all out the window. Okay. So they're like this muddy... Oh, I didn't draw his leggy connector bits. That's kind of important. All right, there we go. Now he has connected leggies. All right. Let's do this. Flip it around. Yeah, he's got this like reddish brownish color, I think. Like that. Oh, you don't need that. I'm wasting time, but I need it. I need it to look good. I need to be fancy. All right. Now I'm trying to remember what color his teeth are, what color his eye is. And what color, I feel like the eye is yellow. I'm getting the eye is yellow vibes. At least this inner eye part. We'll find out. Yeah, we're not limited. See, again, I had a campaign that was built around the Sorrowsworn, so I do know those pretty well. Probably the Wretched I know the least. Probably know the Wretched the least. And I'm trying to remember exactly what they all do exactly look like. I've said exactly twice in that sentence now. Okay, and then I think these are darker. I think his little bibbles here are darker. Oh no. Heck. They're a favorite bunch. They're fun to play with. They're fun because they teach, they definitely show players that there's like different solutions to stuff, right? Because you can't just like face them head on. Oh, you got a special one for me? Yeah, I think we'll keep this list and then we'll see when I finish those what new ones we got. Okay. Give it a little bit lighter here on the inner eye corner. I feel like its teeth are blackish? Is that just me? No, that can't be right. We'll give him some sort of like yellow gray teeth. He definitely doesn't blush, he doesn't floss. He doesn't have good hygiene, and we'll make his toes the same color because you know what? Whether or not this is accurate, this is character design right here. Right here, right now. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I got some time. We'll give him a little bit of this, sort of for the eye vibes. Why can I not? Because it's on blur, not on blend. There it is. Alrighty. Yeah, I think it's something like that. We'll go up here. This is going to be multiply. We'll use this color. Gotta give him that dope shading. There we are. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Comes to life when you do the shading, you know? Just brings it all together. Even if it's haphazard, it still does something, you know? Gives something light. Yeah, no, definitely. But you know, it's fun when players like don't really get it. I had a bunch of definitely murder hobos, and the Sorrowsworn definitely taught them a bit of a lesson. And you know, that's what they were for. That's what they were for. The angry, especially. Yeah, what? It's the wretched, the angry, the lonely, the hungry. I feel like there's one more. Yeah, I feel like there's one more after that I'm forgetting. Yeah, there's 5. The wretched, the angry, the lonely, the hungry, and the something. Yeah, they're in Volos, I think, right? Goodness. Wretched, the angry, the lonely, the hungry, and the lost. Ah, the lost. There it is. Okay. Getting that shading in. Look at this guy go. He's ready to go places. Those places are interdimensional sort of space-time in order to, yeah. Oh, Mordenkainen's, okay. Mordenkainen's? Kainen's, I don't know. Alright, here's my Zorn. Look at him. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that for 15 minutes and not knowing. So let's give this a little Zorn here. Not with another N. Come on, only one N. There we go. Let's move this out of here. Got it situated. Okay, there's my Zorn. A little here. And now we will we'll look up the other Zorn. Zorn 5e. It did have arms, dang it. He did have arms. Ugh. Alright. Can't believe it. He did have arms. He did have arms. But I'm glad I repositioned where he had 3 arms, 3 legs. Yeah, that I didn't remember. But I'm glad I positioned where his head is if that I positioned where his mouth is on the top. And then his eye. Yeah, I did nail it on the colors. I'm pretty impressed by that. I made his eye a lot bigger. I gave him much more Mike Wazowski vibes. But yeah, you know, not bad. I'm less, you know, it's good that I changed it from the very Among Us version at the beginning. But he needed a 3rd leg. Mike Wazornsky, indeed. All right, there's that one. We are on to the next let me erase Zorn. We are onto Marit. In a campaign once, I was threatened with a Marut, because we signed a contract. And thank you, Scarecrow. I'm glad. And yeah, very, very scared of that Marut. But then I drew it for Inktober one year. I believe it was 2019, because I was drawing specifically all D&D creatures, 5e monsters. But all right, here we go. Okay, it's gray. It's gray and gold, if I am recalling correctly. It's got like one eye head, and then it's got like a round body, and then it's got like bit arms here, because this is the eye. Does it have an antenna? Don't think so. Don't think so. I feel like it's got like these shoulder platey things like this. And then it's got like these legs. It definitely comes down like sort of round like that. It's so much more imposing than this. This is not how it goes. Maybe I made his body too fat and stout right off the bat. So we got the central eye head, which is like this. And then it comes down. Yeah, it did give Baymax, didn't it? It's like this. It has some sort of like cannon beam here. I got the reference though. It's okay. It's got like some sort of cannon beam. It's got some sort of eye thing going on here. Like this. It's so much more imposing though. Why? I'm like trying to sit here and recall the image of what I drew. It's got like a lot of these on it, a lot of like rivets on it. Hello, Oscar. It's like, gives me like big, imposing muscle vibes. Okay, here we are. This is giving me more of the vibe. Okay, we're getting there now. And then it's got like these legs. Nope, see, it's not tall enough now. I gotta shrink it. Oops. It's gotta be taller than it is fat. It's very important. We got the legs here. Something with the hips, something with the body. Maybe it has maybe it's missing like, maybe it has like a chest and then it has like some other piece. It's definitely more like, it gives me beef vibes, right? Can you name it Bob? If you want to name it Bob. My brain is saying that it's round and triangular at the same time. And I don't know how to make that information comprehend. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. He's not as imposing as I feel like he should be, though. Does he have, like, satellite dish hips? No, I don't think he does. Maybe he does. Now I'm second guessing myself. Okay. Maybe like that. Yeah, he's kind of in like a spacesuit. And he does this, and then he's got like satellite dish feet. Kind of like this. And then he's got like big robo pincher arms. Like this. Yeah, yeah. And I feel like he's got some like more wires and stuff kind of coiling to everything. He's gotta bulk up, you know. Okay, this is more like it. Kind of like gold around here. This is like some sort of beam thing happening here. And I think that was gold. And he's got like this eyelid. And then he's got all these rivets on him. That's what I'm recalling, all these rivets. And then he's got like some sort of body middle section. Okay, now we're in like C-3PO plus R2-D2 equals Marut. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that sketch. He's not as imposing as I want him to be, but it's just not happening apparently right now. I just can't make him imposing enough, and I'm not exactly sure why. Okay. KVN. No, I don't know KVN. When Oscar said Bob, all I can think of is like Monsters vs. Aliens. Okay, we're giving... He's got like... I know there's like rivets everywhere. At least that's what it feels like. Oh, Kevin. I see. Oh, what is... Oh, No, that definitely reminds me of something, but nothing that I can point my finger on. Yeah, that's what it's probably making me think of. Canine is probably Kevin the bird from Up. Yeah, he's got all these rivets on him. We might not be able to color this one. And he's got like satellite dish chest beam. Kind of like this, I think. Something like that. And then we gotta have these bulky arm connectors here. These big beefy shoulders. We'll make his head sit in his chest like this. He looks like one of those diving suits, those old diving suits. It's got lots of little rivets everywhere. He is bumpy as heck, I recall. And he's like silver and gold and stuff. Okay. He's got like this. No, maybe like this. Then you got some of these wires coming down. The big one. The smaller ones. I know these are like lined like this. Well, I know. I think so. Something out of BioShock? Yeah, because they're like the big daddies or whatever. They're like, they're those dive suits, right? Never played BioShock. Just know BioShock from other things. Honestly, I know BioShock from Tobuscus. The songs that he used to do. It's sad that Tobuscus went the way of the internet. But I still think I can reference him. Otherwise, half of my, like, middle school days are just non-existent. Middle school? I think it was middle school, yeah. Okay, he's got Michelin Man tire syndrome going on here. I have not played BioShock, no. Oh, it's fine to reference a train wreck? Ah, I'm glad. Thank you, thank you. I reference him before we knew, you know? But before we knew, before we did all the things. Cause it's one of those things where it's like, it shapes your, like, existence, right? His existence. All the songs and animated stuff and everything is just like, damn. Yeah, he's rivety as all heck, as all get out. Mini Minotaur, that's a good one. That's a bop. Honestly, I have way too many Tobuscus songs. Oh, nice. Nice, Scarecrow. That's the way to do it. Downloaded. I know too many Tobuscus songs off the top of my head. If I'm being completely, like still memorized now, way too many of them. And now the crazy part about it is that I have not listened to one of them in a very long time. I have only had them in my brain. And so it's a very sort of weird thing where it's like, I could probably, and I would say I would not be surprised if I could almost definitely sing like Mini Minotaur totally, yeah, that is who we're talking about, the Scarecrow. If you couldn't get that off my long tangent that I've already gone on. But I could probably sing Mini Minotaur off the top of my head. I can't remember the last time I listened to that song. I could probably sing the, what's the Assassin's Creed one he did? Assassin's Creed, I think it was Brotherhood. Song that he did about the intro, the literal trailers. I could probably sing that off the top of my head. Don't remember the last time I listened to that. It's a very weird sort of phenomena. Oh no, I didn't give him a crotch. It's a weird thing to say, but I didn't. There it is. We fixed it. Okay, scoobity bop. Flip that around. I think he's mostly this sort of like silvery color. But he's got key bits of him that are gold. And that's sort of the part that we gotta have in here. Like this. That's a new scent. Yeah, it is. It is. You know, sometimes you just forget. You know, sometimes you just forget. Okay, the gold was definitely like the highlight color. I know this bit was gold. Like I'm certain that his tummy chest bit was gold. I also think like around his eye he had gold going on, so I'm gonna make this here gold. I kind of lost track of what what was going on with the head. Not gonna lie. It's like, it's not what I wanted. I feel like he's just beefier than this, but I really can't grasp in my head how to make him beefier than this. And that's sort of where I'm at. In this sort of like odd beef. We'll make these wire things here gold. He needs more gold. Feel like that's good. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now we'll give him some shadow. We need that shadow in here. Make it come alive. Make it real. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something, but I really just can't. I cannot fathom what it could be. I think this has to be more light silver in his eye here. That's the ticket. There we go. Okay. Gotta do here. I am thirsty, but I'm on a time limit, so no thirst yet. Thirst cannot be quenched. All right. We got this. We got a segment here. Oh god. Okay, his satellite dish has to have some sort of shading going on. And I gotta like pause time, drink water. Okay, I did it. I multitasked, okay? I multitasked. I took a sip. There we go. I don't even know how much time I have left. Oh my god, I only have a minute and a half left. Whew. Okay, shade the footsies there. Okay, I guess we're just going on to... Oh no, bad time to autosave. Why? Please, please let me. Thank you. I'd glow, do that, bring up that. Okay, it's gotta be lighter than that. Like that. Okay, we got the shine now. Shine, shine. Shine's very important. I probably put too much shine on everything because, you know what? I like it. If I want my characters to be shiny, they'll be shiny. Alrighty. Well, you know, what else could I add here? We could go back and give some shading to his rivets, I guess. I just remember him having so many rivets, so he's just full of rivets. Sounds like I keep saying ribbit, but it's rivets. Okay. Keep doing the shading, you know, the more detailed shading now. I have a love-hate relationship with drawing machinery. Sometimes I'm like really into it, and then other times I'm like, oh my god, this takes forever. All right, there it is. There's a timer. Okay, so here's my Marut. Let me put him in his folder where he belongs, in the corner. Okay. Marut. Beautiful. Take his ruler away. He doesn't deserve it. Let us shrink him and see his definitely beefier, scarier older brother. When we look up Marut. Oh my god, excuse me. Hiccups. Oh, okay. He's got less of a body than I gave him. And he has little wingies. I forgot about the wingies. But come on. I got the satellite dish right. Like I'm impressed about the satellite dish and the rivets. I chopped his little wingy spikes off. I gave him classic robot chomps instead of claws. And like I said, he was beefier. He doesn't have as much of a torso as I expected him to. Oh yeah, these spikes up here you're talking about. But not bad. Not bad. You know what? I'm impressed. Now we're gonna see something really interesting. If I have it. Instagram. If I have it, there is a chance that I still have images of my my old Marut. If I could find it. It might have to be on here. I have a Marut that I believe is from 2019. So let's go there real quick. Yes, it is from 2019. Okay, up there it is. Gonna share it. How do I share it? Share. There it is. Okay. Sending it to myself on Discord so we can look at my old Marut. Alright, and here is my Marut that was drawn with reference, but from 2019. And it was specifically for build, an Inktober prompt. I think you guys can see that all right. Yes, you can. So this was from reference. So this is what I was actually using my brain to think about, was this reference. That's what I was actually trying to remember, because I didn't remember the official image. I only remembered that drawing that I did. So that's where we're at there. All right. Anybody who wants to throw their hat in the ring right now, we got one more queued up here, the Nightwalker. But if anybody else wants to throw their hat in the ring for a monster, as long as it has an official art, I'm just going to erase this so I can write it better. Nightwalker. Yes, Jamie, would you like to suggest any 5e monster that has official art that you would like me to attempt to draw from memory? I'm about to do a Nightwalker. I only have 15 minutes to do so each one. I also drew a Nightwalker, but in a kind of weird way, in like an interpretive way, from that same Inktober as that Marut I just showed. But I don't have a brain at the moment. I have lost my train of thought completely. Where did it go? Oh, but I do have... You don't know any 5e monsters, Jamie? Well, if you have the ability to look up one and see if there's official art, you can do so. But alrighty, I am going to do the Nightwalker. Let us get... do I want... The problem is that I know that the official art is drawn at kind of like an angle, so I don't think that the ruler's gonna help me this time. Alright, we begin. Oh goodness, I'm concerned. Okay, I know he's got long legs, and I know he's got the leggies that I want, right? I'm an artist of the leggies, and he has them. You know? He's got the legs. He's got them leggies. And you know what? We're gonna transform. Because we want them long leggies. You need to get them long leggies. You need to move them over this way. He's got 2 of them here. Like this. I already like these leggies a lot. Yes, I took another sip, thank you. I did indeed. I've started multitasking. The one thing that I can't do at the same time as drink is, talk. Conversate. Okay. I'm loving the leggies, though. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I love me some leggies. Nope, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep aspect ratio this time because he's a... Oh my god, please. This one. Thank you. Because I know he's a big boy. He's a tall boy. He's got... You know, I started with the leggies because that's what I knew. But usually you don't draw from the leggies. Now, see, now I'm going to draw him too big. Okay. You got him like this. He's got sort of a hand that comes down and out like this. And it's sort of like that. And then he's got like a hand like this. Okay, I need to beef up these leggies again. Just because the size of him stopped working for these leggies. Okay, does he have a tail? No, I don't think he has a tail. He's just so massive. And I feel like he's got a lot more leg than this. So I'm gonna have to bring the leg up. Like this. The leg's gotta come, you know. The leg's gotta come up here. He's got them long leggies. And you know, this is how you know I know what a creature looks like because of the leggies. Okay, then he's got this like long snooter head, but it's kind of skull shaped. So we'll give it some sort of shape like that, and it comes down in this long sort of neck way like this. And it's too big a head for the body, I believe. Yeah, it's more like that. Good. Now I gotta shrink him again because I'm very certain he's got some sort of antlers going on. I think they come up and back. Like this. Nope. Like that. But he's got like a big eye. Got like a big eye. And he's kind of alien looking. Because his mouth just sort of happens. Well, no, he doesn't really have a distinct mouth, does he? It just sort of comes, and he's got sort of this, like, long thing going on. It's very, like, eclectic. Is that the word I'm looking for? Surreal. But he's got, like, these claws. Like this. Okay. You know, that's as far as we're gonna get, because I need to start the lining process. It's mostly black though. Okay. Comes out and he's got like these antlers. Let's do. We're not going for perspective here. I feel like his head. Okay, we're actually gonna go much more on the sketchy one. Purple worm. Alright. Purple worm. Alright. Let's get back to here. We're gonna have to draw this with the sketchy pencil. Okay, I feel like the head is actually flatter than I made it. And he's kind of got like a lot of sinewy bits going on. And like this, and like the nostril kind of like comes in like that. And then we got, again, some sort of antler thing going on. He's gotta have antlers. I would be shot if he didn't have antlers. I don't know why I use that analogy. This isn't really an analogy. I don't know why I use that phrasing, but I'm very certain he's got some sort of antlers. Okay, he's also like, he's like super sinewy, right? He's got like a lot of those things. He's got this sort of hand. He's got like a claw. His hand is like a claw. Okay. He got very lizard. He's not very lizard. Yeah, I did mirror. Because the ruler's on that layer. Okay, this hand turned out much better than the other hand. And that's the life. Okay. He's got this sort of, he's got that booties banging. He's got the leggies. Leggies, very important. My favorite part of the leggies. I can't stress this enough. I barely managed to write purple worm because I was on my I was on my line pencil, which has a lot of stabilization. Okay, got them leggies. Again, he's like very sinewy. And he doesn't really have hooves. His feet just sort of end. Okay, we got time. We're gonna attempt this hand again. Okay, he has no wrist there. There we go. Nope. I spoke too soon. Okay, I'm like concentrating on this freaking hand. There, that's better. It's improved. Nope, come on. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's an improvement. Okay. He's all right. This one is like, I don't even know. It's weird because it's like I have a picture in my head, but I'm just really poorly doing it, I guess. What is it? Executing it. That's the word I want. I'm incredibly poorly executing it. And, you know, these are not the leggies we're looking for. It all falls apart when I can't use the symmetry tool, because the symmetry tool allows me to only draw half of a drawing. And that saves a lot more time, doesn't it? It's a rhetorical question, as I know it does save more time. Yeah, he definitely has no tail. He's definitely massive, and I feel like we're just understating that, so it's like, this is a little dude, like right here. He's like massive. So we add that in there. Again, I'm trying to figure out, he's got this very sort of alien eye shape looking to him. Okay, now I can fill it in. Don't do this, me. No! Oh, it worked. Nope. That's why you close gap. Okay. Give it this dark black eye. Oh, I didn't do that. Well, come here. There you are. Yeah, he's not very colorful. That I know for certain. But I gave him this sort of blue tone. It's because I feel like it gives it sort of like a non-black thing. Do love Lurkin PCM? Well, that's fine. You're allowed to lurk. I guess, you know, you're special. No, anyone can lurk. It's always appreciated. Okay, got this sort of nostril thing going on. Honestly, those antennae are absolutely horrendous. But here we are. Just sort of going, creating, attempting. Again, he's very sinewy, but I'm not exactly sure how to like make that come across at least fast. Okay, now I'll give him an add glow on top of this, but very subtle. Tone it down a lot. There we go. Kind of give him that youthful look that he so needs. Okay. And then, you know what? It's very important to me that it has this sort of like dark aura, because that's the vibe he gives me. Very, very dark, very aura. Okay. Very important. Gotta get like these speckles in here. Why aren't these speckling the way I would like them to? They're too small? They're too small. That was why they were too small. Okay. Okay. There's my, you know what? The time's not run out, but I really feel like that's all I got in me for this guy. I don't know what else I would add. It doesn't have a lot of detail. He's just sort of like a... just sort of is. He's a big boy. You know? How many times am I going to say he's a big boy? I mean, he's a big boy. Look at those little people down there. Look how big of a boy he is. You can't even see it. Look how big of a boy he is. Look at those tiny, tiny people. Alright, we're going to take a big, long sip. Because I'm talking way too much. That's a lie. Alright, let's shrink him down over here. Here's my boy. I'm going to stop that timer and we are going to look up Nightwalker. Okay, he had more horns than antlers. He was technically smaller in the official art than I made him compared to those people. Gives me like a black on black. That's okay, I guess. Yeah, hold on. Let's do a better one. Let's screen cap it. Here it is. The people is just larger. All right. Yeah, so he had more horns than antlers. And I feel like I remembered him having much more of a snoot than he did, but come on, I got the leggies, the color is spot on, I knew he was sinewy. I didn't get the blue eye. His mouth is kind of weird. He's got like an underbite. Kind of interesting. 9 out of 10? Thank you, I appreciate that. I was pretty confident with this one, so I'm pretty happy that I managed to do it so well. Mine's kind of in the Bigfoot pose. You just caught a picture of Bigfoot pose. That's the pose he's in. All right. Any other ones I should write down before we get into the purple worm? Ah, yes. Choldrith. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's not ringing any bells. I'll do it. I'll make an attempt. I will make an attempt, but I gotta warn. I feel like that will be my my worst one yet. Because honestly, nothing's coming to mind. Choldrith. Can I ask what book's that from? Is that cheating, guys? Do you think that's cheating? Would you call me a cheater if I asked what books it's from? No. I mean, you are more than allowed. You're more than allowed. It's from Volos. Okay. Is it like an is it like a demon? Is it like an archdemon or something? I don't know. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get bridge. Yeah, I got no clues then, Charismatic K9. And you are more than welcome to keep it. I won't make you change it. It's just a monster. Alrighty. It's one of those ones where I definitely my brain ain't got nothing. Alright. Purple worm. Okay. Another one where I can't use the thingy. The word that I can't remember. The symmetry tool. Okay. Purple worm. Again, another big boy. It's got a big, open, round mouth. I think it's got teeth all along the edge. Now the question is, how sarlacc is it? Right? The question is, does it have teeth all the way down? Or just on the edge here? Right? How sarlacc is the purple worm? Yes, the name does give a nice hint. Unlike Choldrith, honestly, no hints from that name. Okay. You know what? I don't think it's got sarlacc going on at all. I think all the teeth are on the outside. I do, however, believe it spits like fireballs. So we have to get that. Now, I do think that it is a segmented worm. So it's got these sort of like sections. Now, segmented worms are annelids. So it's safe to say that this is an annelid. Now, if I remember in the official art, we don't see much of it. A chold colored... What is chold, though? Drith. I keep saying dearth. Drith. Dearth is like a song or something. Thank you. I gotta say, chold is a new color for me. Okay, yeah, so he's coming up out of the ground. I might not need all the time for this one, because if I really rack my brain, like, I feel like maybe he's got some like texture going on here, like a pipe cleaner, like a yeah, this is chold right here. This color, this color's chold. I've made it. It is. I'm the artist. You can't contradict me. That was the color chold. Everybody know it. Hashtag chold. Let's go trending on Twitter. Alrighty. Why do we have a notification? That's why. Okay. Technically, this doesn't go in. So let's give myself a guideline so that I can have his sort of mouth shrink towards his center like it should. I just started watching Vash Trigun Stampede just today with Mars, and it is top tier, and it got worms in it. It's got worms in it. Not caught up. Only 4 episodes in, but it's very good. I've never seen the original Trigun, so far, you know, don't feel like you gotta watch that to watch it. Animation is wild. Animation is pretty interesting because it's like 3D animation, which is kind of neat. Oh, I was gonna say, okay, we talked about Tobuscus. I gotta tell you, Jeopardy from yesterday, on Monday, had John Green as one of the guests asking the questions in like the category. He had a whole category that was partially about a tiny bit about Vlogbrothers, mostly about his books. Honestly, top tier. It was great to have him. Haven't seen the first Dune. I have seen the first Dune. I haven't seen any other Dune. I haven't read any Dune. My father read Dune and saw the old Dune movie and the new one. He was sad that he didn't realize that it was like a 2-parter when he like went into it. So he was kind of annoyed when it ends, that it just sort of ended there. But it, you know, we'll see. I'm not as much of a big book reader as I used to be. Okay, that's just how the teeth go now. Yeah, I don't think it's very Sarlacc. So we'll give it that. Then we'll give it these segments in here. Like that. Whoops, come on. There we go. Like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my, please. Thank you. Our book is very good. I got so many books to read. Honestly, I have mostly like comics and manga on my like to read. I was gonna say shelf, but it's not a shelf, it's a box. Which isn't very good for books, but it's a box. One day I'll have a quote unquote library section of my house. But first I need a house, you know? I know y'all know. Alrighty. I don't think it has texture like that. So I'm gonna not do the pipe cleaner scarf texture. We definitely got the sand going on in the background. Popping up out of the sand. How many... Okay, this is an interesting question. For DMs and players alike, how many monsters in the campaigns that you either run or play in are official versus homebrewed by you, the DM, or the DM? Well, that's an interesting little there, I think. Because I personally, in the campaigns that I've played in and DM'd, most of it is by far homebrew stuff. 75% homebrew. Take officials and alter them. Okay. Building from the ground up to matter. That's a vibe. That's certainly a vibe. I can get behind that sentiment, Scarecrow. It's just still a lot of work to build from the ground up. Modified versions, yeah, okay. I haven't DM'd. I see, Aria. Okay, I see. Can we just have nice things, art program, please? Okay. So I need it to have, it's got teeth, toofuses. So these are the teeth, like this. So we're not doing that right now, Skyark. Right now we're doing monsters, 5e monsters from memory. As long as they have official art out there, that's what we're doing. So if you wanna offer one of those, you can. But otherwise, that's the only kind of quote unquote requests that we're doing right now. Is you can suggest a monster from memory. Right now, I'm attempting to do the purple worm. Also, on top of that, I only have 15 minutes to do so. So right now, I have about 6. Oh god, this is fire color in there. And we have some of this lighter color. And I want to make it... Do I add glow? Yeah, we add glow. We add the glow. Very important. Yeah, man. Yeah, like that. Built brand new. The player sidestep the entire encounter. Damn. Oh, Scarecrow, that's rough. That's very rough. The Helmed Horror. Okay, I know of that one, Jamie. I know that one better than the Chol Dirth. Drith. I keep doing Drith. Yeah, it does happen. Still sad, you know. Definitely still a bummer. You can recognize it. It's a bummer. But what was I gonna say? Another question I sort of have is how long do you guys DM or have a campaign go for a time? Like you know, Vox Machina had like over 100 sessions, right? And they were playing before that too. Most of the campaigns I've participated and have participated in are usually like around 20-30 sessions. 3 years? Wow. The longest one was I DM'd one that took about a year. Over a year. Sorry. Over a year. But that was the very, very longest one that I ever did. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't do it again. My question for that was that like 3 years of very consistent play? Or was that 3 years of kind of on and off a lot of the time? Because mine was a year and a half of very consistent play. And honestly, it gets tiring. Gets tiring. At least it did for me. 94th episode. Longer campaigns. Has gone for the entire duration. Dang, Jamie, that's impressive. Well, it's mostly dependent on how long that career is, but I'm assuming that is a relatively long career. But still, dang. Impressive. Come on, let me do the shading. One just ended today. I see. 1.5 years, wow. These are some long campaigns. Honestly, when this one campaign went for a year, that was a very long time for us as like a group. Very, very long time. Oh, I have a hopefully interesting follow-up question after that. I will read them a little more thoroughly once this timer's up. Give me that. Give me this. Okay. There's my purple worm. Let me read chat a second. He's never finished one without a TPK. Dang. Playing once a week for 2 years. Wow. It is a lot of sessions. Got started level 2, level 15. 3 or 4 years. Wow. That's a long time. Makes sense, Jamie, that you'd level up. Mega Arbok. Yeah, yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it, Scarecrow. But now the follow-up question to this is, all these very long campaigns that you have either run or been a part of, was the DM, whether it was you or somebody else, a forever DM? That's the follow-up question. Because I'm impressed. Wild, Jamie, wild. Just side quest god kill. Nice, Oscar. Forever DM for 10 years. Wow. That's a long time, Charismatic. That's fun, Aria. Oh, that's pretty neat, Scarecrow. Nice to be is it nice, you happy to be a player again? I know you've said you like DMing, but sometimes it's nice to just have a different little bit. Okay, let's look up this purple worm. I see, Jamie, I see. Alrighty, purple worm. Oh, he was spikier than I thought he was. Honestly, he's not very wormy. If I'm really gonna come out and say it, he's not very wormy. He's definitely got more like a snake. He's got more snake. He's giving more snake than he's giving worm. Mine's giving more worm. Lamps, you know, sand lamprey. Right? Very important. Yeah, I didn't remember the spikes at all. Forgot all the spikes. We forgot he has a different colored belly. But again, come on, that gives snake. Mine gives worm. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Definitely prefer DMing. That's good. For running games to homebrewing. Nice. Oh, systems. Canine. Very cool. Very cool. Repar. Okay. He's more of like a Sicilian. Alright? It's more of like a Sicilian. He's not a worm. Okay? The worms don't have it's the different underbelly color that's getting me for worm, right? But you know, I drew a purple worm, you know, 6 out of 10 at least. Repar the purple worm. There you go. I see, Jamie. You don't know if he's a forever DM or not. Such as like, we have 3 people out of our 5 party that like to DM. Oh, the video facing away. Yeah, definitely Scarecrow. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I just... No, Sicilian is a amphibian. Okay, we're gonna have a... Sicilian is an amphibian that is like the worm of snakes. I guess is the best way to see it. This is a Sicilian. This is an amphibian. And it's spelled C-A-E-C-I-L-I-A-N. Sicilian. They're neat, huh? That's an amphibian. That's one of the 3 groups of amphibians. Hello, Oscar. That's one of the 3 groups of amphibians. You have salamanders, you have frogs, and you have Sicilians. Sicilians. You can say them 8 different ways, just like niche, niche. Ugh. And there you go. I didn't know that was a chess opening, Jamie. I just know Sicilian as like a person from Sicily. Oh no, is there another joke? Sometimes. Buried a bendy straw? That would be a painful bendy straw, K9. Very painful bendy straw. Yeah, it is an amphibian. It was an amphibian. Alright. Purple worm. Never doubt the worm. If you get that reference, you're a top tier cartoon consumer. And if you get that reference, then you also definitely like Adventure Time. And if you don't, I don't accept. Never doubt the worm. Alright, what did I have next? We had another one up here. Ah, yes, this one that I have no idea what it's like. Alright, I wanna play a game with this one. Just because I literally, like, mind empty. Okay? The game with this is, I think this was you, Charismatic Canaan. I want you to give me 2 words. 2 words that describe this to you. Okay? Never doubt the worm, Jamie. Oh, Mars has arrived. Hello. Alright, this will be our last one then. Spider-Man. Okay, Charismatic Canaan. Alright. Alright, we're gonna make Spider-Man. Alrighty then.
Insert Pokemon battle music aria.
Oh, I forgot, Jamie. You said helmed horror. We'll also do helmed horror. I literally just forgot. My apologies. Helmed.
These are sounding very interesting.
Yes, we will tell Mars in a second. I will show Mars the old ones. Yeah, no, not literally spider. I understand. A Spider-Man.
Trust me, if anyone understands the assignment, it is Ori.
Helmed.
PCM. Horror. I don't know how to feel when you say good news.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Is it actual good news, or should I be terrified?
Okay.
Of the good news.
I'm going to pour myself more water. This is very important.
Yes. Stay hydrated. I certainly did not drink enough water today, and boy, am I regretting it.
Ooh. Let's go. There you go. Very nice, very nice. Filled up, sealing the other water so we don't have a Dylan accident.
Do you just have a giant pitcher of water?
I have a large carafe of water, as well as usually multiple full water glasses when I start, because to get water I have to go like all the way downstairs, and I'm much too lazy to, even if I'm thirsty and I constantly keep picking up an empty glass that had water in it that I drank, I will refuse to go downstairs and I will just suffer. So it's very, very, very terrible. Oh, an adult. Very nice.
That's such a mood, you know?
Exactly. Scarecrow, you know me so well. All right, here we go, Mars. These are the ones that I did. First we have a Zorn.
Let's see.
Honestly, I did really good on this one. I forgot he had multiple legs and arms, but not bad. Ooh, fancy, Jamie. Fancy.
Not bad at all. Oh, congrats, Jamie.
All right. Then we have the Marut, which he wasn't as beefy as he should have been. He wasn't. This is like Marut's like before he worked out and got swole.
This is teenage Marut. He hasn't hit his adult years yet. Exactly. The final evolution.
We then have Nightwalker, which not terrible. Pretty good. The face, not on point. The rest of it, as you know, I knew about the leggies.
You know what? I feel like that face in your style, that's a match.
And then finally we had the purple worm. Which, you know, I forgot the spikies, but it's self-explanatory.
I was about to say, you were inspired by something. I just can't tell what.
Never doubt the worm. All right. Choldrith. Drith. Yes, I said that right that time.
Gesundheit.
We are making, and the one hint I got was Spider-Man. And you know what? We are going to do the symmetrical, and we're starting. All right. Here we go. I have no idea what color this is.
You know, Noop's story is always good, PCM. I guess it translates to good news by the assumption that she is not dead, nor is the rest of the party. So yeah, good news all around.
Good news in that case. Okay. Now, is Spider-Man... Oh, or does... okay. Is Spider-Man a monster that's man-like with 8 arms, or more spider than man? This is very...
Well, I assume this is D&D we're talking about, so I
is
would say
D&D.
more spider than man, just by assumption, you know?
All right, I feel like then we're not going symmetry ruler here. It's just the angle is very. I know what a drider is, right? I know what a drider is, but
But this is not that.
This is not a drider. Wait, I can go symmetrical if I do it this way. Okay. What does a spider face look like? It's got these, like this. And we'll give it a second one here because I'm extra. And we'll give it eyes like this. Okay, this is good. Now, because it said man, we have to give him hair. Very important. If he doesn't have
it's
hair,
just a necessity.
He's got to have kind of Fabio-esque hair. No, we're actually gonna give him sort of like you know the dad from the dad spider from Demon Slayer. That's that fuzzy hair vibe. He's got like the mane right going on.
Oh, so good.
That's the vibe I'm trying to get here.
A very, very nice vibe, I must say.
Okay, we can put this ruler back on here. I did start the timer. Good.
Funny enough, I'm actually trying to get ahead on comic stuff tonight a little bit early.
Oh, snap. Being fancy.
Oh, snap indeed.
Right ahead with hair you must have 8 legs. Yeah, wondering it will have 8 legs. We definitely are getting. We're definitely getting.
I'd be
here.
more surprised if it didn't have 8 legs.
However, the 8 legs are going to be in kind of a different way, because we're gonna have some spider legs. You know, Fang. Gives me Fang. We're kind of having Fang vibes here, but like mid Fang vibes.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, he's got that. Now he's got actual arms, right? So now he's got a pair of human arms, and they gotta be like kind of swole.
If there's one thing Ori loves, guys, it's her human-animal hybrids.
Gotta be kind of a little bit swole here. It's gotta
Just
have
a little.
the chest. Come on, like this. Okay. And then we got the torso. That's not long enough, apparently. Okay, here we go. We got this. How many legs is that? 1, 2, 6. Okay, so then to have 8, he just got 2 here. But you know what? We're gonna go ham, and we're gonna shrink this so I can have room for the rest of his torso. We're gonna...
Going ham is always the best.
We're gonna give him the sort of spider-human-esque legs that I want. That are kind of like... Nope. Gonna have to have him positioned slightly different. That's a lot of eyes. Yeah, it is a lot of eyes. Can spiders wear boots? Maybe.
They might be able to.
Maybe
I've certainly
some of
seen some cartoons where spiders wear boots.
It's so funny. I was actually trying to draw Lycori today.
Oh.
So it was very this is very on topic. Yes, it's Otto Octavius.
While.
Yeah, they're getting a whole makeover, if I'm being honest.
Ah, nice. That is lovely.
Okay. This, like this. We'll give him like gotta have claw hands.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that.
I mean, if you don't have claw hands,
He's
what are you?
Very not proportional.
We'll see if that matters.
He needs more leg, in my opinion. I'm gonna give him more leg.
Okay. What's the time limit on this, or is there not one?
There is. I have 10 minutes left. Well, 9.5 left.
Oh, okay. Oh, not bad. You got this. You totally got this.
I'm gonna bring it out a little bit here.
There's the back of the head. Everything is reversed.
Yes. There we go. Something like that. Now I gotta make these leggies way longer. Yeah, it was not sufficiently long enough before. Here we go.
You need sufficiently long leggies.
Just like this. Just like
Correct.
that. And then we gotta give him that spider booty.
Swiggity Scooty going for the spider booty.
Things you've never heard said on stream. Nah, honestly,
Well,
I would be impressed if you
now you
hadn't heard
have.
that said on stream before now. But you know, if you hadn't, here you are. Here we go.
Hey,
Okay,
there is a first time for everything, you know?
we're on to the lines.
Let's not make assumptions of our viewers here.
All right. I hope you're enjoying what you have created, charismatic canine. This is all you're doing. You have brought this into the world, no one else.
Is that really such a bad thing? I don't think so.
He's certainly a Spider-Man.
Would agree with that. I would most definitely agree with that.
Alrighty. He's gotta have the arms here. Because the hair comes out in front of the leggies.
Okay.
Very important.
That is indeed crucial. Must
The
not forget.
layering of the leggies. Okay, here we go. This is how it goes. Like this. And he's got some hair here. Gotta have my little signature little whoop whoops antenna. Even though spiders don't have antenna in the same way insects do.
It's
Okay,
more
you
fun.
know what sucks? I'm gonna tell you right now. He can. Any size. But you know what sucks? I'm gonna tell you all what sucks about designing, like, spider OCs. What sucks about designing spider OCs is that all the great part about insects, spiders don't have it. Antenna? No. Wings? No. It's very, very sad. Okay?
They definitely got the short end of the stick there.
It's very sad.
Fine. It is tragic.
Probably people wondering. Probably people. That's usually what the monster manual wants to do. You know what he gives me? He gives me Spider Mothman vibes.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see that.
He gives me Spider Mothman vibes. And you know what? Here for it.
Nothing wrong with that.
This is slippery slope. Let's avoid wishing that spiders had wings.
No, it's a vibe for a reason.
I'm definitely not wishing that spiders had wings. All I'm saying is that out of all the cool insects that, you know, exist, why did spiders have to be the pathfinder race that they gave, you know? There's no butterfly people. Only spider people.
That would be cool. I would like to.
I would love
homebrew.
lepidopterans. I would love literally just any other insect.
That just sounds
it's
fun.
solely in like a design space. Scarecrow. Does he have a cape? I feel like he doesn't have a cape. I feel like it would get in the way of his extra limmies. He's got fuzzy pants though. No capes, indeed. What were you gonna say, Mars?
I literally just said no capes.
Oh, it cut out.
Oh, did it?
Mhm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He's got little hairy legs.
Ah, look at him. Now I can actually grip onto stuff.
There
Yay.
we go. Hairy legs.
I think he needs
those... He needs what?
He needs a name.
He needs a name? If we name him, we can't get rid of him.
Oh, crap, you're right.
I don't know if we want to welcome that into this holy house.
Too many.
Okay. Oh, I forgot his bodacious spider booty. Here we are.
Ori, how could you?
Gotta be rounder than that. Come here. There we go. There it is. Now he's vibing. Now he can twerk all he wants. I'm not weird. Y'all are. It is. Hey, it's for all those bards out there that wanna be bard stereotypes. Can you tell that it got weird?
Want to be Scanlan? This is for you.
Can you tell that I got weird? I got weird today. Okay, now we have to make it.
I don't think it was
color.
any help from me. Like, we watched some crazy shows today.
What is happening? Oh. No! Stop! Gah! Okay, as requested, he is chold colored. At least he will be partially. We'll base the chold colored. Yes. Chold colored. Very important step here. We'll make the spider parts of him sort of like... What goes with chold? Yellow? It's sort of like yellow color. Yeah, that's what we'll do here. With this sort of yellowy bits. Make him real sunset themed. Give him... Ooh, it's like the bee spider from the comic.
Ooh, I like it.
Bee spider or spider bee? Okay. Remove that. His hair, black. Gray.
Oh,
Gray.
I see, Scarecrow. Okay.
Yes, Mars did miss the very crucial information.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay.
But I'm here now.
You are here now.
And look at this fabulous boy.
He's a man. He's a Spider-Man.
Yes.
Don't diss him like this. Oh god. I went too ham.
I never would.
Here we go.
There's
just
such
like
a thing
this.
as too ham when it comes to making completely new creatures. I don't think so.
Howitt Taylor. I don't think it needs a tailor. He doesn't really wear clothes.
Well, maybe it's more like where does the silk come from?
He's a tailor.
Silk?
He's a man spider. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
All right. I am more than ready to see how absolutely horrendous I made this compared to the source material, because it's definitely nothing like it. There is no flippin' way. I will be impressed if I get even close. Yeah, there we go. Oh, now it's giving.
See.
Multiply. We give it some blue
I
here.
think we're forgoing the boots. They probably just get in the way. They'd be all clunky. It's a little hard to sneak up on prey like that.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
Especially with only, 4 minutes to spare?
44 seconds.
Oh, never mind. Boy, that is way worse than I thought.
Yeah, we're just sort of adding the shadow here to try and give it some depth. Some depth of field.
I think I may need to recalibrate my pen for the Wacom. It feels like it's listing to the left a little for
Okay.
some reason,
You can do that.
which is very weird. Not enough so that I can't draw.
Do it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not easy to recalibrate though. I mean, it's not hard to recalibrate though. It's not easy. It's not hard.
It's not easy to recalibrate.
All right, there's the timer. Okay.
All right, time for the reveal.
Well, let me. I gotta put him in his own folder first. We got steps to this. All right.
Oh, I see. See, I missed the whole process, you guys. So
Okay.
this is all new to me.
Here he is. You gotta remove this. We gotta shrink him down.
Alrighty.
Brace ourselves. Oh, I'm braced. I had 0 expectations for this guy. Okay. Chol Drith 5e. Images. Oh, yeah, he's much more spider than man. Even than my man.
How spider
But
are
honestly,
we talking?
I got the gray right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I got the hairy right. He's got the hair going on. You know
Oh,
what?
that's interesting.
I'm gonna say it's definitely not a 0 out of 10. I would give that a 3 out of 10. I got 3 out of 10 out of that. I'm saying that was pretty good.
You got the arms, you got the mandibles on the face, you got the claw hands. That's not half bad.
You know, a 3 out of 10.
Right, Scarecrow?
Yeah, I
it's
know,
not even
Scarecrow. It's
color.
not even
It's
color.
clearly worse by default.
Very upsetting.
How dare
I'm not gonna make any 3D images. I don't know how to 3D sculpt. At all. You like mine better, Scarecrow? Well, I'm glad. He's a vibe. He's someone you could reason with. My Chold colored Chold is someone you might be able to reason with. This guy, he's just eating you.
Oh yeah,
Official
you're
Chold,
dead.
you're just a snack. You see him and you're food. All right. Beauteous. We got one more in here.
Hey Ori, just out of curiosity, what is your stabilization for your pen at?
It depends what I'm doing. But for coloring, it is 25.
Okay, that explains a lot. Because when we set this up, you probably gave me that recommendation. Mine got cranked up to 32. I think that happened when I was trying to fix that other problem the other day.
Oh, he does have a big belly.
I wonder if this will help.
Yeah, so I do 25 on the coloring. Sketch, I have 7.
Okay. It's moving like normal again.
Yeah, that's why. It lags. But then on my super line pencil, I got 75.
Oh, wow.
All right, good night, Charismatic Canine.
Night, Charismatic Canine. Thank you for joining. I wish I could have spoke with you a bit more.
Yeah, and thank you for all of your recommendations, all of your suggestions. I hope you appreciated my Chold. It could be an NPC. Yeah, it could be. He could be. The other guy couldn't be.
No.
But yeah, Mars, I'll show you the difference real quick between my sort of pen stabilization. So this is 7.
If you want to show off the stream, like absolutely, I can clearly see the difference now.
So that's 7. This is, whoops, apparently bad handwriting. This is 20.
If that's bad handwriting, I hate to see your actual bad handwriting.
And then this is 75. You just have to draw slower, right? So it's like it lags behind. So see how the line kind of lags behind if I go really fast?
Yeah, that's what was happening
So that's
to me.
why I'm like,
I'm coloring. Why is it barely filling in?
Yeah, but it allows me...
I realized, that stabilization looks different than how it should. Okay, yep, 25. 25 is what it should be.
But that's why I do it for lines, because then it allows me to really get, like, good sort of control. Nice pen difference. All right.
Oh, no, there's definitely an appropriate tool for the designated need.
Okay. It is time.
I was futzing around yesterday, guys, because I had a layer issue, and I was just clicking on all the things because I thought it was a pen issue, not a layers issue.
Yes.
So
My apologies for that one.
Everything got bungled. Hey, no, I'm learning. I'm learning now.
We are on to the final one, the Helmed Horror. Now, I vaguely know what this is. So we're just gonna go. I think it has just a relatively simple helmet, but it's
I have to ask,
Ori,
you already talk about our last session?
I have not yet. I will do so after this. After this one, that is when we do the retelling.
I see.
What am I using to draw? This is a Wacom 26 Cintiq tablet using the program Clip Studio Paint. It is the cheaper one, which I think is Pro? I always mix them up. It's the less expensive one. Okay. And the curis is going to kind of come like this. The cuirus. I don't know how to pronounce that word. It's a stupid word. Okay? I don't know who came up with it.
All right.
It's a
Which
bad
word are you trashing tonight?
Cuirus? Curious? This part of the armor.
He
the
used
chest
it
plate.
in context? Oh.
Yeah, it's the
okay,
armor
I
chest
got
plate.
nothing for that.
Okay,
I got
gotta
absolutely
be
nothing. Sorry.
pointier. He's gotta be very pointy. But he's gotta be... Yeah, that's how it's spelled. But it's still a bad word.
Oof. Bad word indeed.
Okay. He's gotta be pointy. That's all I... Nope.
Pointy didn't work out?
No. Pointy's working out. I just always draw them too big for the thing.
Oh, I see.
I like sketching big. Curious. Okay.
The struggle.
I'll take your word for it, Scarecrow. But take my word for it that English is a horrible language.
Oh no, it really is. You ever want proof of that? Take a phonetics class.
I learned that apparently nowhere else really does spelling bees. So there's your proof that how bad English sucks. Right
Nowhere
there.
else does spelling bees.
Spelling blees. Blees.
Yeah, spelling bees. Please, no more spelling bees. It's been a long day, guys.
C'est la vie. And you'll
A
see.
good day, but
That's
a long
good.
one.
Like Old English.
Oh, screw
Weird
that.
ass. Hey, at least, like, all I want from English, I want one simple thing. I don't think it's that hard to achieve. I want one very simple thing. I want words to be fucking said how they're spelled. I don't care
you're
what
not
the
gonna
rules
get
are.
that. You won't get that ever.
No,
in
I
English.
won't ever get that. I don't
You won't.
care what those, rules are, right? Like, I don't care what the rules are. I just want them to be consistent.
Nope.
And like, just spelt how it sounds.
You are very
not
brave
getting
for
legs
putting in
today.
a request. You are never going to get that.
I always gotta tell this story
Our language.
when I bring this up. I always gotta tell this story when I bring this up. I see what you're saying, wondering. And I always gotta bring this up when I talk about freaking English and spelling and stuff. And that is the fact that on NCIS Special Victims Unit, my mother loves watching that show. Or she did for a long time. And Olivia, right, had I think it was an adoptive son. I can't exactly remember. And he was like, Mom, how do you spell because? And she was like, sound it out. And then he sounded it out and spelled it perfectly.
Oh.
And I went,
Okay.
yeah, that's unrealistic. My suspension of belief has been dashed.
My suspension of disbelief. A child spelling correctly.
Spelling
It's just
specifically
impossible.
Because like sound out because.
Okay, how old was the kid though?
Single digits? Maybe like 6?
Okay. 6. So we're talking like maybe first, second grade, roughly.
Iron Giant. But I'm just saying, you as an adult, sound out because.
Yes.
Sound it out.
Oh, because.
So how would you spell that? Solely based on sound.
No, you're right. It totally
You would
does
not get. Yeah, or with a
it is
U.
not spelled like how it sounds.
Like I could see Becuz, right? I could even see Cus if you kind of have the wherewithal to be like, oh, there's like, S's make the Z sound. But you would never get cause with like an Ause. Like you would not get there. No one says because, right?
I cannot argue with that logic.
And that's what got me. Because there's certain words you can totally spell out, right?
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I'm fine with that. But then there's certain words that you literally just can't do it. You just can't, because we just don't say it that way.
You guys know the worst word in the English language?
Oh god, I'm not ready.
It's circus.
Because all the C's are different. All of them make different noises.
It's one of those stories my undergrad phonetic teacher loved to tell. She always started the class. Her first day of class, she apparently always started like this. Just telling people, okay, here's your introduction to phonetics. The English language makes no goddamn sense. And here's why. Look at the word circus. And then she like spent the next, hour breaking it down, like sound by sound for us. And then through that, she like introduced all the course material we needed to know. She made that lecture so damn entertaining.
Like a circus.
It's like, yeah, no, this sucks.
All I want is just rules, right? They can be convoluted rules, but I wish there was rules. English is like, we made a language. No. English is like we made a language, and then we made rules after we made the language, right? That's what English did.
You're not wrong.
English went, we have a language here. Shit, how do we teach anybody this language? And they're like,
Throw your hands in the air and shrug. That's
you say, figure it out on your own. This is America. Or this is England. We take you over, deal with it. Oh my god.
I mean, where's the lie?
Yes, PCM. The worst written song ever. Why? Because it sounds like a funeral march if you sing it too slow?
I'm sorry, which song?
Happy Birthday.
Oh. I never noticed that about Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. How depressing is this?
You know, it's not the most upbeat thing, but I swear to God, that is how everyone in my school sang.
It's so sad.
Like, that is literally how we all sang Happy Birthday. I hope you realize
that. Happy Birthday
is
said 4 times in the song with a different rhythm each time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I hear it. Happy birthday. Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure if it's a different
I think it's we butchered it, if I'm being honest.
Melody, or like, because there's definitely different pitches and intonations happening there.
No, because it's happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, you just went up a bit.
No, but the rhythm is different if you don't. I could be swaying it by the fact that I did take choir and you did have to do happy birthday with all the freaking like harmony and everything. So we actually had sheet music.
Oh, I remember
so I might
that.
have been conditioned in a slight way that it like pushed it to the the proper like musical way to do it.
The prim and proper way.
I just kind of went on these. How about tofu? Tofu as a word? I don't have a problem with tofu as a word.
Tofu isn't terrible.
Honestly, I like how tofu is said.
Tofu is actually probably the easiest one to spell out phonetically because all the sounds that you say are there. To-o. Okay, so
yeah,
maybe that's a diphthong, but then you have the F sound, and then you have oo, which is a straight up vowel.
This is
so
me.
All the sounds that are present in the actual spelling appear in the phonetic spelling as well. That one isn't too bad.
Hello, Parry. This is me attempting to draw a helmed horror from memory. That's what this is.
This is a tricky Milano.
Teufew? Well, I feel like that's an accent at that point, Scarecrow. Oh my god, excuse me.
Oh, what's happening over there?
Just getting the hiccups. I'm talking too
no!
much and drinking too much water.
There's such a thing as drinking too much water.
Yes, you can die from too much water. However, it's a lot of water.
Well, that's rather unfortunate.
Yeah, you can literally drown yourself by drinking too much water. Again, it is a lot of water. You can also flush your electrolytes out. Again, it is a lot of water. It's definitely not a Peasley amount of water, you know?
Unregulated amounts of water. That's the level we're talking.
Like, specifically forcing yourself to drink, like, liters and liters a day.
Ugh.
However, people have done this. Okay, not when you're, like, in it, Parry, but when you're drinking it, it does take a decent amount of water to drown. Ah, yes, Jamie. There's a tale about a dog who that happened to because they ate. They went to a lake and kept eating like the waves, and if the vet, it was like a story about how if the vet didn't run a test and thought it was heat stroke, the dog would have died because you would have flushed their system with more water. But they did the right thing and they tested it, and it was a crash of electrolytes, and the dog lived.
Oh.
So it's very much alike. Vets, do your job.
Good thing the vet knew what to do in that case.
Yep. Okay. Got like this. Ta-da. Ta-da, ta-da.
Ta-da indeed.
Gonna make that a little... Oh, nah, we'll keep it dark. Make it like this. How much time? We got time. We got a little time here.
Oh, there's plenty of time. Where are you talking about?
Yeah, Worcestershire. All English cities are
all
terrible.
terrible.
All British
all
are they all spelt real bad.
Makes it real fun to study, though. Especially when you get to flex on people and be like, this sucks and here's why.
Okay. We got this, and then I know for a fact that he's got glowing red orb eyes. Did not. I did not hear about that.
I think I'm going to redo this, actually.
Oh, no. Give me the... I need the ruler. Okay, here it is. And actually, you know what? We're going to bring this on top of here. Yeah, like that. Okay, there it is. My helmed horror. They hydrate you using loaded with vitamins. Makes sense, Jamie. When did House start treating animals? A good vet. You like fish? Okay, I don't know what that had to do with whatever we were talking about, Parry, but good for you.
You know, it's tangentially related to water.
I guess.
There you go.
I guess so. Okay.
Okay, screw it. I'm not doing this Milano right now. I'm doing
Alrighty. We gotta shrink him. Not that much. Here's my helmed horror. And now we're gonna look him up. Helmed horror. 5e. He's probably a lot more intricate. Oh, he has a sword.
Ooh. Fancy.
Well, I thought he was like black metal, but I guess he's more like this like dark bronzy metal. And he has more of a glow throughout his thing. But yeah, you know, I gave it my all. It's definitely a lot more detailed than I was ever gonna get. Oh, goatee, I see. Found out prayer used to just mean an honest request. Interesting.
Huh.
That makes sense. They asked God for prayers a lot. Makes sense. And a mile fell over because it ran out of data. Oh, goodness.
Oh, poor thing.
What type of feet is that? His feet or my feet? My feet are kind of like turned, so they're not like flat, but yeah, so once more for everybody who joined in, this was my Helmed Horror. This was my Choldrith, which I really didn't know. I never remembered this creature at all. We had my Purple Worm.
That
we
poor
had my
creature.
Nightwalker. We had my Marut, which is just Marut's middle evolution. Pre-puberty Marut. And then my Zorn, which honestly, top tier Zorn. No,
It's very good.
I can't do a flump yet, Parry. We could do that afterwards, but first I have to give the rundown of our campaign, which is relatively short compared.
Yes.
So not super duper bad.
But still eventful.
Indeed, still eventful. Alrighty. Let us embiggen this so I can read it easily. Take a good long sip of water.
Yes, banish the hiccups.
Alrighty. So, we last left our lawyers-to-be on their way to infiltrating the mayor's mansion. They were now all but certain that the mayor, prosecutor, and the elite guard were all some sort of vampire, though their true motives still remained unknown. Sneaking around the back of the manor, they came to the back door. It was quite conspicuous and extravagant, not at all like the secret door they had expected. Umfalo peered in through an uncurtained window to see two guards chatting and having tea just inside. Not wanting to just waltz in uninvited through an essentially secondary front door, the party carefully searched the area for a hidden one. Lycori and Umfalo spotted the inconsistency, an oddly positioned hinge. Miss Molly, the engineering expert apparently, took a closer look at the hinge and found it to be a mechanism that would reveal the secret entrance. Cautiously, Umfalo helped Miss Molly quietly activate the mechanism, revealing a secret stone staircase to the basement. Traveling through the dark passage, they ended up in a small receptionist's room. The vacant desk was so small it would only fit a child or Miss Molly. Before they had a chance to look around, they heard footsteps approaching outside the office's screen doors. Everyone hid in the corners of the room, but as the sounds of the footsteps got louder, Lycori recognized a familiar sigh. They looked over to Kesimir, who had recognized it too. He readied himself by the screen panel, quickly reaching through to grab the creature, clasping his metal-clad hand over its mouth and pulling it into the office. Carl the kobold squirmed in Casimir's arms. "If you won't scream, I'll let go." Carl nodded, and Casimir let him go. What are you... Nope, this is the wrong character. "What are you doing here, Carl?" Lycori questioned. "Oh, this is my home. What are you doing here?" Gracefully dodging the question, the party asked Carl numerous other questions, but didn't gain much information, until they asked about the Count. The party had begun putting the pieces together, assuming that the mayor of Alloway was also the Count that gave Carl Bowsar's egg all that time ago. However, as Carl opened his mouth to confirm or deny their suspicions, a pained look overcame his face. Umfalo shoved a paw over Carl's mouth, barely managing to silence the blood-curdling scream that escaped his snoot. Though Carl didn't outright confirm the party's suspicions, the resulting outburst might have well has been a signed affidavit from the mayor himself. The party tried to pry with their questions more carefully, but kept triggering this response any time Carl went on to mention the Count in any way. Could you please leave? It's kind of my job to report these things, but I'll say it was a malfunction this time," Carl said, gesturing towards the staircase. Though the Count was sleeping in his office and Tredoro, the elite guard who claimed to witness Llewellyn's murder, was practicing his testimony down the hall, the party decided these were too much of a risk to investigate and left quietly. As they were walking away from the manor, trying to plan their next move, Prosecutor Lindell and a group of guards were seen running out of town. "What's going on?" Casimir shouted. Lindell stopped. "Oh, nothing to worry about. Official business only. See you tomorrow in court," she shouted back before running off again. "This is our chance. Let's go look at her papers," Casimir said before running first into the building. The rest of the group followed suit. As they looked around the room, Aloria detected magic coming from the room, but couldn't exactly pinpoint what it was right away. An ominous note sat on the table, threatening any that should enter without permission. Completely disregarding the note's warning, Casimir continued to snoop around the prosecutor's office. In the meantime, Aloria managed to pinpoint the source of the magic to a closed-up bookshelf in the corner of the office. With the doors solidly locked, Casimir broke out his universal key, the crowbar, and pried open the case. Aloria further pinpointed the source of the magic to a single book, which Casimir slowly pulled off the shelf with his crowbar. As the book began to fall, a string was revealed leading from the spine into the bookcase. Almost in slow motion, the party watched as the string was pulled taut by gravity, and 3 nooses swung down from the ceiling, wrapping around Casimir's neck. He struggled and thrashed as he was lifted off of the floor, but couldn't manage to get himself free. While Casimir very slowly choked, Miss Molly and Hyba sprung into action. Hyba climbed up the wall to reach the ropes and cut Casimir down with a spell from Miss Molly. After repeating this process more times than they should have had to, Casimir was free, and the party quickly fled the room.
Oh my god.
After much deliberating, they decided that they would retire for the night in the tavern and awake bright and early the next morning to go to court. And that's where we left the session. Yes, exactly, Jamie. Casimir is very, very happy.
Yeah,
Yes, you
Casimir's
should,
probably
Jamie.
really happy he did not choke to death.
Indeed.
What had made it even funnier was that he had actually insulted Hyba, which is my my little pet. He kind of insulted it right before this happened, and then he was rescued by Hyba. I don't think he was too happy at that.
Alrighty. That's a massive lab then, Jamie. But alright, we had some more requests here, so we'll be doing a flump and a mimic, which is the chest with
Ooh.
teeth. So first we will
Okay, well, I know what mimic is. What is a flump?
A flump is one of the only good mental related creatures. It's like big space jellyfish with eyes.
Ooh, okay, vibe.
So that's what I'm gonna attempt first. And here we go. Flump is the best.
Ooh.
It's very pale colors.
Wouldn't expect anything less from a flump.
He's got a very flat disc head.
It really sounds like a Dr. Seuss creature. I'm sorry.
It vibes like a Dr. Seuss creature, no doubt. Go like that. Always trust a flump? Yes, always trust a flump. They're good boys.
What do they do?
They eat negative emotions, but they're good.
Oh, that's lovely. To be employed by all the psychologists of the D&D world.
Yeah, no. Usually they're found with things that do bad things by eating people's brains.
Oh, okay, that's
Because
that's
while they don't like that, it gives good negative energy.
Damn.
Yeah, but that means they can warn you about the bad stuff, and they don't want you to go to it.
Okay. So I'm
Maybe-
interpreting this as the Absol of the D&D world.
So
Poor thing has
Scarecrow.
terrible rotten luck.
I did actually know that. I actually did. Do you know why I knew that? I'm going to tell you why. Because it was a Jeopardy question.
The powers of Jeopardy.
question. It was a Jeopardy question that literally said something along the lines of vague clue, the author's name rhymed with voice. And like my family looked at each other because the rest of the clue we were like, oh, it's Dr. Seuss. And we were like, so Dr. Seuss? What? And they're like, yes, no, it was actually how it was originally pronounced. But then people mispronounced it and he just kind of went with it. No last name. All right, Jamie, interesting. Okay, we'll give him a little... Yeah, it just stuck. You know what, what is this? Something, don't something a good thing.
Don't something a
Yeah,
good
what's
thing?
the something?
I don't know.
My brain's having a bad time. It's 11 already, Jesus.
Ooh, that midnight brain is gonna start kicking in.
No, official last name, yes. Secret last name. Secret last name. Secret last name.
last name. That meme will never die.
He is a hamburger head.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Hamburger head. We'll give him like that. Very nice.
Ah, lovely.
Oh no, Jamie. Do they accept him? Do they
One
accept
can
him?
hope.
He has such kind eyes. I hope they accept him.
Was that on purpose?
Was what on purpose?
Kind eyes.
I don't know what the on purpose was, so no?
Okay, never mind. Where else have we heard that line?
Oh, no, that was not on purpose.
Okay.
That was not on purpose. I have completely forgotten about that until you finally, like, got me there. I was like, oh, no, okay.
Gotcha.
No, I did not try to make a reference.
I couldn't tell.
My
'cause
brain
that was very specific.
Flumpier than the official flump? Because mine's epic as hell. It does look like a Big Mac. He is Sandwich Pancake Patty the monster.
He's looking like one of those Jimmy Neutron aliens.
Yes. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. He does.
Like, not like the original Jimmy Neutron
No,
aliens.
no,
Not
I know.
Planet Sheen ones.
No, Planet Sheen. We don't talk about Planet Sheen. Planet Sheen never
Wait.
existed.
Planet Sheen? What the hell is Planet Sheen? I don't know.
Who, what?
Who, what, where, why, when?
We don't talk about Planet Sheen. No, no.
No.
I see Jamie. He's not very good at it.
Oof.
I was gonna say something now and I forgot. Oh, Mars, we might have to change around my fan art calendar again.
Oh,
Because
really?
I need to draw Vash and Milo outfit swap like real bad.
Okay, I was wondering if Lloyd made it on the list.
Lloyd will have to be on there, but honestly, it's just every time I look at Vash, I'm just like, I need him to be drawn with Milo Thatch real bad. I just need it. They'd be best buds. It'd be great. I just
And
love it.
Wolfwood as Kita.
Does Jimmy Neutron require me to sing? No, I don't recall any songs in Jimmy Neutron either, so.
No, I don't think so.
No. I just like to sing.
No, Jimmy
Bust
Neutron
out
did
and
not
sing.
have any songs. Which I think Planet Sheen did, and given the quality of them, you know, it's probably for the best that Jimmy Neutron didn't have. But again, that's if Planet Sheen had songs.
Okay. Not everybody's figured it out.
I do not remember that show.
I never watched it. I honestly barely watched Jimmy Neutron, but I did watch it much more, and then Planet Sheen, I went, yeah, that looks really bad. I didn't like Sheen that much in the first place.
On a lot in passing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe. I also did watch the crossover because I loved the Fairly Odd Parents.
The crossover was fun. Jimmy in the 2D style looked
Great.
Fantastic.
Top tier. Timmy in the
3D style.
I wanted to cry.
Oh, help.
Pain.
Oh, help. That was so bad. Still, greatest crossover of our childhood.
Oh, yeah. Best top tier stuff.
It was some good shit. And it led to a lot of fan art that for some reason is cropping up on my Insta now in 2022. So,
because we found...
We are still benefiting from the effects of this.
Mars and I have found at least one artist, maybe more, that are in a pit
of... Oh no, there is more. There are
Jimmy
more.
Neutron, Timmy Turner, Danny Fenton, and SpongeBob, but kind of as a human sometimes. And honestly... vibe.
They're like vibe as college students or like just teenagers, and it's like, wow,
yeah,
this
it's
I
top
did not
tier stuff.
know I needed this in my life.
Oh, so what level are you now, Jamie? Yeah, I didn't know I needed it. I also watched Johnny Bravo in passing, definitely kind of in like a mid. Remember when like Johnny Test was a thing?
Yes.
That's also the time when I saw Johnny Bravo around. Oh, that's a good level, Jamie.
Funny enough, with Johnny Test, that was one I kind of actively sought out because
I really did. I loved Johnny Test.
Like, even when it got into the doldrum season, I was like, I'm still having fun with this.
I'm still in it for Johnny Test, man. I'm still here for Johnny Test. I remember specifically going to watch Johnny Test. My parents hated Johnny Test.
That theme song still slaps.
Theme song still slaps. That was a good one. I remember Johnny Test real hard. I definitely sought that one out. Damn. Oh, okay.
The memories.
Tired of people passing your saves? Yeah, you know, that would certainly help, Jamie. Okay, now I'm trying to remember the flump colors, and I believe it is pale yellow and pale cyan? Yeah, I love Johnny Test.
What should you have your opacity on when you're coloring?
When I'm coloring, 100, always. Unless it's for something very specific.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Because I turned the brightness all the way up on my computer, and I'm like, these colors still look so dark and off to me. Why is that? Opacity got turned down. Oh, great. I'm going to have to
I've
go
only
back
watched the new DuckTales. Wondering. I haven't watched the old DuckTales, if I'm being honest. Only the new one.
I hear the old DuckTales is very good.
It was just one of those things that I just never ended up
finding time to watch it.
It was just one of those things that never sort of came across, you know, my sort of life at the time I would have watched originally, and then it was just like, yes, new DuckTales. You know, honestly, Scrooge McDuck vibe.
New DuckTales with, what is it, the 12th Doctor as Scrooge McDuck?
Again.
Yes, please.
David Tennant. I need everything with David Tennant in it. Thank you very much.
Okay, ever since I saw David Tennant in Good Omens, I'm like, I need more of this dude. He's such a good actor. He went so freaking ham in Good Omens.
I need Good Omens season 2. Please.
It's out.
Is it out?
It's there.
It's been out?
So.
What?
I'm pretty sure it exists.
Damn. I never saw, heard, or anything about the people that I have seen do fan art of this in the past, so I don't know.
I have seen promo images of it, so I assume it exists.
Damn. Have fun.
I hope it exists.
Thank you. Good night, Scarecrow. I know they said it was
Scarecrow.
happening, but I never saw anything about it like coming out. Like I knew it was announced.
I saw promo images, man.
Yeah, promo is still not out. You know, promo doesn't mean released.
That's true.
You know,
I'll have to do some digging.
I mean, I'll look it up in 2 seconds after I finish this round.
got the Johnny Test theme song stuck in my head. Why?
Oh my god, I'm gonna cough. Ah. Alright, fixed.
Nice. Oh my god, these colors look so much better. I can't believe I was drawing with 93 opacity.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I didn't want to.
Yeah. Bad Mars. You messed up with all the settings.
I was trying to fix the pedal
Just
yesterday.
call tech support. Tech support is always available.
I didn't know I had to.
Tech support is always available.
Okay, can I call you at 3 a.m.?
No, but why are you up at 3 a.m., okay?
I've lost control of my life, okay?
Okay, I guess the better question is, why are you up at 3 a.m. and doing Outcast panels versus, like, watching anime or doom scrolling?
Hey, come on. Are you saying you don't want me to work on Outcast?
Okay, call me at normal business hours plus, alright?
Alright, I think I can manage that.
Can you manage that? Okay.
Maybe. Depends on
Just
when
kinda.
the hell my actual hours are. Because today felt
You
so
are
weird
being called
going
out,
to
Jamie.
campus so damn early.
Yeah, I bet.
I was like, what the hell am I doing on campus?
Was your class late today?
So what happened, and this was interesting, we had off yesterday because of President's Day.
Uh-huh.
So what the school decided to do was they moved our Monday classes to today instead. One of my professors kept describing it as like, so for a day, we're living in a sci-fi novel because Tuesday is actually Monday.
I
don't know, I usually live in a world where Monday is Monday and Tuesday is Tuesday. And like, I swear to God, that was his favorite joke for that entire week. Definitely a dad joke sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a fun guy. He's actually one of my favorite professors. But yeah, so that was the switch up today. So it was like I had classes I wasn't supposed to have, and then what was even weirder is I typically see a client on Monday, but then I just don't see that person at all this week.
Yeah, because like
so
they
like,
have off.
Really freaking weird. Because I'm like,
It's fine, Jamie.
I'm here for class.
Yeah, nope.
But
time,
I didn't see you at 12 at all. So what is happening?
Definitely odd. All right, I think that's my flump. There he is.
Oh, it's so cute. Yeah,
Goodness,
PCM. It's Snoop time whenever you want.
You always ask me this question, PCM, and I always struggle. Because honestly, my brain has died today, and I
feel like they were about to get maimed by something.
That's usually how it happens.
Why?
It's because we didn't have Noop last week, right? That's why
I'm okay.
So out of the sorts.
That's why we're thrown off.
That's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, PCM. Where did you last leave? All right, there's the timer. Now it's time to look at our flump.
Right, that's the H flat. Lovely, lovely.
Flump. There it is. The
flump.
Twitch link. The link for Twitch. It is a thing that I will get in a second. Because I have to go somewhere else. Twitch.
Still want to do this Milano tonight.
Channel. There it is. Alrighty. Let me flump it up. Okay, you know.
How do we do?
Pretty good. Mine's just cuter by a lot.
I always prefer the cuter version.
I missed its mouth. I didn't give it a mouth.
It's adorable. I would call this a 9 out of 10.
Thank you. 9 out of 10. I did, because I believe that's what Wondering in New York wanted, Jamie.
Yes, Wandering did ask for the Twitch link.
Yes. Ah, hello!
We
I'm
tried
gonna
to
believe that you are Wondering, Tomar. If you are not, then let me know. I don't wanna misidentify. You are? Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
Very nice. Alrighty.
For a second, I was like, are we gonna have someone that's just like, who the hell are you talking about?
Alrighty. Last but not least, we shall have the mimic.
Oh, okay.
Ah, very nice, PCM. Oh, you forgot, Jamie? It's the reason that we have it is because when, one, it's more discoverable on YouTube apparently, but also two, if you watch on YouTube, then you give us the hour watch time so that when we finally hit 1,000 subs, we could have enough watch time more easily.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very lovely when you think about it.
Full moon, blood moon. Oh yeah, we got the sips. Missed the last image. This was the flump. There you are, Wondering. This was my version and then the true version, so not bad. Like Mars said, 9 out of 10. I think I got a couple 9 out of 10s.
Yeah, you got the shape, you got the eyes, you got the tentacles.
Definitely
you even
made
got
him
the color.
More
you even got
pancake.
the colors. Definitely more pancake. I don't see that as a bad thing.
Not a problem.
And pancake is adorable.
Oh, is this the first time we get this, PCM? Is this the first time we had this happen?
Ooh.
All right.
Alrighty.
Oh, no. Okay.
No?
I was confused. Confuzzed.
Confuzzled.
That is very true, PCM. That is very, very true. It is certainly a good thing. Certainly. I need to find my timer. There's my timer. Start. Mimic. No, I can't use my ruler.
No! What's an artist without her ruler?
It's more just like, it's a time-saving tool, you know?
I can see why that would be preferred.
If I have a timer...
Oh, crud.
It allows me to do that. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. I'm using the less expensive version, which I believe is called Pro?
I think it is Pro, because you gifted me the same thing,
Yes,
right?
I did, yes.
That way we'd be working on the same level.
Yes. Well, because the other one is...
I honestly stand by this.
I love it.
It works great. I love the layout.
Top tier program.
And how easy it is to navigate. Like, you explained something to me, and it doesn't take too long for me to get it and navigate it on my own.
The reason I
really
got
like.
into it was because it's specifically good for comics. So for free stuff, Wondering, I used Medibang Paint for essentially my entire digital art career before Clip Studio. It's a perfectly free program. It's by a really cool company. Honestly, it's got a lot of stuff. I knew an artist for a very long time that really, really enjoyed it before also moving over to Clip Studio Paint eventually. I have never used GIMP I think I've physically used GIMP, but not for like actually, you know, trying to, when I got into digital art. I read that.
I've used GIMP in school before.
I read that bad, PCM, but then I understood. I thought the first guard executed Neffy, and I was like, oh, but no, we were okay.
Better not be the good news.
No. Neffy executed the guard. We're good.
Good.
I just had a moment.
Ori, where are you trying to give me a heart attack? I don't want our beloved Noof to die.
Who had assignment? Friend not often used ruler on his artwork. That's weird, Jamie. It's like not being able to use a calculator for your math homework. Like, why? You have to know how to use a calculator in order to use a calculator. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just use a calculator.
Yeah. Well, you need to know the formulas to plug in. So it's not like it's
You need to know the formulas.
Out everyone thinks it is.
You know, you need to be able to use... I'm using a screen drawing tablet, which is the Wacom Cintiq 26, which is definitely a very expensive tablet. There's no doubt about that. Mars is using the really on the low side of that, which is my old Wacom Intuos, which is a table tablet. She has to look at the screen of the computer,
and then kind of like
and then draw on the table.
Is.
Yeah, which is how I started as well. And honestly, that's probably the best start.
Not so bad.
It's a learning curve.
It really isn't.
It's a learning.
It's
curve.
a bit of a learning curve, but
once you get
used to
it,
it's
like riding a bike. Yeah, I got the one that Mars is using for Christmas. And then when I had a very lucrative job, I bought myself this one along with my computer. And
it was a good investment.
I would never go back. My baby.
Guard it with your life.
Honestly, there's one of those things where it's like, what would you remove out of like a fire? The tablet's coming with me, man. Forget the computer. I love the computer. The tablet's coming with me first.
Really? You wouldn't even save any of your Nendoroids?
It's tablet, dog, main stuffed animal.
Dog is very important.
Those are the three things. Tablet, dog, main stuffed animal. Which is Kipper. Love Kipper.
I remember Kipper.
Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna color this one because I'm just lazy. If I'm being honest. Nah, I have to.
You can do it.
You gotta be good.
We believe in you.
This is by far the last one. I'm sorry, nobody else mentioned any other ones. I'm not doing it after this one because I'm whew,
just
wiped.
Burnt out.
Yeah, a bit wiped today.
Ooh. I am sorry to hear that.
I have not painted on glass windows. I see people do that, but that's like a very different thing you have to think about because you have to paint like backwards kind of because it depends on what layers.
Fudge.
So no, I have not. All of my traditional art has been sketching and Copic markers, so alcohol artist markers, which I adore and love and don't use enough because life is hard.
Life is pain. I always wanted to get into marker coloring, but then I realized, shit, I don't have the aptitude for this. Like, I just can't vary up the shading, Jamie, or anything like that.
Jamie, would you judge me if I said that I had every Copic marker? Because I do, and it's not an exaggeration.
It's true.
I'm not joking.
Ori tells no lie.
Took many years, and a lot of birthday presents and job money and all that sort of stuff. But yes. There are, Jamie. There are three. They're not thousands. There's like 357, something like that.
It's a pretty decent amount. It's definitely up there.
And they ain't cheap. Yes. However, they highly make themselves worth it by having their refills. Mm-hmm. Their refills are only $1 more than the marker, but they can fill the marker like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, that is lovely.
So mathematically, they are worth the investment.
Eventually, that evens out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the thing I need to really work into my life is doing marker art in my sketchbook more, and doing more sewing. I don't sew enough anymore. I have so many unfinished sewing projects, like mid-finished sewing projects, that I really, really gotta do.
And I haven't sewed in forever either. I was like, I have projects I want to do, but...
I have multiple projects that are cut out, half sewn, you know, like 3/4 of the way done, just have to be finished.
Out of curiosity, did you finish that table runner you were working on last time? Oh, okay.
That's the one I really want to finish because Easter's coming up.
Because I was about to say, I remember buying that fabric last year.
Yeah, that's what happened with the So again, it is literally 2 steps away from done. But it's just not been finished. I do have to seam rip out of it because we got the wrong
30 seconds to Mars. Now we got what was it?
2 steps to done.
2 steps to done. There we go.
That is true, Jamie. There's not a solid competitor. Everything that is close is just not as good, right? Like it's like close, but it's just not the same. I don't know what a nubs group is. That's a cool saying, yeah. 2 steps to done. But yeah, essentially, it's all sewn together. But I have to put the batting in it and then quilt on top of the batting. But the batting that I ordered online was like really thick, like heavy quilt batting, and it just wasn't really working. And we kind of sewed some of it, so I have to seam rip it out and then do.
Oh no!
I didn't sew the whole thing, like 1 or 2 lines, so it's not that bad. But I have to seam rip it out, and then I have to get like the actual proper batting and then sew it up, which will make that easier because with the proper batting I probably won't die. That is very true, Jamie. It is very expensive. That's why I only took 1 art class ever from like an actual like college related thing, because I had tons and tons of elective credits that I could literally do anything that I wanted for my major, and my major was awesome because of that. So one of them was an art course, which wasn't what it was advertised to be, which was kind of weird. And then I got a B in it, which I don't understand why. And then I like reached out to him and was like,
how did that happen?
think I deserve an A. And he's like, yeah, you do deserve an A. And then he's like, I'll change it. And then he never did. So I just sort of let it go. Ugh, goodness gracious. It's horrible, Jamie.
Jeez. That's truly unfortunate. A program should not do that to people.
Should not force you to like that much, money.
It's just too much. It's too much, and there's no reason.
Yeah, no, I it's just terrible. Oh no!
I think we've said it once, we'll say it again on here. America does not know how to do education.
What did I say? So Dylan was, I don't know, talking about somebody at his job or class or something. I don't exactly know where. But somebody asked them if I would go back to school, if I plan to go back to school, because I only have a bachelor's degree. I don't have anything, I don't have any, graduate degrees. And I specifically chose not to do a graduate degree because I hate writing, and the idea of doing a thesis is the worst thing in the world to me. And now there are non-thesis master's programs within my field, but it was just kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't really need a master's in my field to do what I wanted to do, and I had already had a job lined up at a certain point, so it's just kind of not worth it. But I have no plans of going back to school, and the major reason of why I have no plans of going back to school is I don't want to pay any more money. I have no student loans. I managed to pay off my student loans. I don't want to go back into debt.
I don't think anyone can argue with you on that.
So he told him, yeah, no. So I have a degree in environmental biology. I was an arborist, and I still am a certified arborist, but I worked as an arborist for 2 years and like a couple months. 2 years and a month, essentially. 2 months, I'm sorry. 2 years and 2 months. And honestly, hated it. Horrible, horrible, horrible thing. It was 90% the company, and it was a sales position. I would never, ever, ever, ever do that again. I would never, ever do that again. Ever, ever. Hate that. Wouldn't do that again. I will never, ever be in sales again. I have I tried to sort of see if art would take off enough. It hasn't, but that's more just a timing thing, if I'm being honest. And it's a lot of work to have art be your job as like a freelancer or something like that. My goal is less of a like, I want a career. My goal is that I want a job that is relatively simple, that is not more than 40 hours a week. I'm not salaried to do anything else beyond that. And I get vacation days and sick time, which are things that I did not get at my other job. And so that I can continue to pursue my hobbies, like the comic, like drawing, D&D art stuff, and all that sort of stuff. So my goal is to work to live and not live to work.
Yes. Which, that is the way to do it, if you can.
So it's one of those things where it's like, if my degree does specifically help me, like I do love what I studied, I love trees, I would love to do something. The problem with gardens is that 90% of the jobs, no matter what level, so first of all, yes, where we live there's honestly not a lot of jobs in my field, just unfortunately. That's number one. I did intern at a plantation for a certain period of time. At an arboretum. I'm sorry, that's not the word I want. It's planting. Planting is in the name. It's an arboretum.
I was about to say.
I had a thing. It's an arboretum. Well, you can work on plantations at like in the South where they exist, But
I know you did not go there.
No, yes, I did not. At an arboretum, essentially yes, we are on Long Island. Every single level of job when you work at an arboretum, and I can only assume this is very similar for botanical gardens because they are honestly operated relatively the same way. And the people, oh no, I didn't get to finish, I was talking. Well, that's it. This is the mimic. Is that no matter what level you are, at least 50 to 90% of your job is weeding. This is not an exaggeration. And I have to tell you that it is no matter what level you are at. If there are no interns, you are the one weeding.
And it's literally because no one where we live can be bothered to weed their own damn gardens.
Yes, our very, very, very populated Long Island area. I'll narrow it down slightly, Jamie. It's Suffolk County. It doesn't narrow it down that much. Just a little bit.
Well, that's the idea. We kind of don't want to be spreading that information.
I have never done maple sugaring. I had a friend that does do maple sugaring. I would hate doing maple sugaring. God.
What is maple sugaring?
So in the early spring, so like now to March, April area, is the sap flows on maple trees, on sugar maple trees. And so you tap them all, you make this very interesting lattice grid of pipes to collect the sap into barreled drums, into like 40-gallon drums, which you then boil down into maple syrup. Now, it takes, I'm not joking, it's a 40-to-1 ratio of sap to syrup.
Oh.
It takes 40 parts sap to make 1 part syrup. That's how much you gotta boil it down.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a process.
Devil buffet? Here we are. Yeah, or a bucket. Yes. It is so humid in a sugar shack. It is so sticky in a sugar shack. I could not be in a sugar shack. I would hate to be in a sugar shack. All right, okay, let's look up Mimic.
No, that sounds horrible.
It's not for me. Oh, okay. Mimic had more color going on with it. It went much more into detail than mine, but such is life. But yeah, I'm definitely kind of in the I'm ready to see where life takes me when I have to actually get a job again. There's my mimic. Oh, that's great, PC. I'm glad he was nice.
What a lovely little mimic. Okay, these are
Yeah, actually find out what makes it taste that way, Jamie. That's interesting audio. Our biggest mimic fight was we fought a mimic pirate ship.
Yes.
Which was honestly terrifying. And then Mars's character stole its baby.
It was also super exciting.
Yeah, and then Mars's character stole its baby. Hello, TD Pod.
I didn't know
we
it
were
was
talking
its baby.
about trees. We were talking about trees, TD Pod. Actually, we were talking about sugaring. Have you sugared, TD? I don't think you live where there's good sugaring. But I could be wrong. My favorite thing about maple sugar, Mars, if you didn't know this, Thomas Jefferson really wanted maple sugar to be the main sugar that we used because he really wanted the United States to be self-sufficient food-wise. Right? So he didn't want us to have to import sugar and this sort of thing. Unfortunately, obviously, to make maple sugar takes a lot more work than it does to make cane sugar, so that kind of never worked out. However, in his efforts to do this, he planted an entire sugar orchard, so tons of sugar maple trees on his home plantation in Monticello, Virginia. This is Virginia. Because he wanted to make maple syrup. Now.
Wow.
Maple trees don't make sap run when it's not cold.
Oh.
So they did nothing. He couldn't make maple syrup.
He must have been so disappointed.
It was hilarious. It was honestly top tier stuff. Oh, that's good, PCM. They speak common.
Ah, okay. That is very promising.
Makes sense, Jamie. Ooh, slimes. I had to cut down a beautiful American elm because it was rotten on the middle. Ooh. It was leaking real bad, massive, and we wouldn't have cut it down. We wouldn't have cut it down if it wasn't on the directly like maybe 10 feet off the rear left corner of the house.
Ooh.
Lovely, massive, ginormous tree. I have pictures.
That sucks when it's so close.
Sad. It was one of those things where it's like, you know what? I would've let that tree take up my house.
It's like, don't worry, little tree. I'll take you home with me where you'll be loved.
Put the bedroom in the other one. Put the bedroom in the other corner of the house.
No, you want to hear this one? My neighbors just took down like a whole wall of trees in their backyard. I was like, not only was the sound horrendous for 3 whole days, I think it was, but it's like, it's an entire wall of trees just completely gone. I'm like, was that necessary?
I've never worked at a nature center, no. Yeah, pine tar is what it's called caveman glue, and you mix pine sap, something, and charcoal. What's the something, Ori? What is it? Brain is dying. Now I gotta look it up. Caveman glue. It's pine tar, charcoal, and something. There's another ingredient that I'm really dying to remember.
Oh.
It's not. It wasn't urine. It wasn't urine. It was something else that was like, yes, that makes sense. It's very sticky. Heck.
What could it have been?
Beeswax. Yes, Jamie.
Aha!
Got it. Beeswax.
Okay.
Thank you. Beeswax. I just read that.
I'm glad we have people in chat who know about this.
we got all the smart peeps here. Everybody's a sciencey nerd in their own way. All right. Neffy gets to cook for people though, PCM. That's very nice.
Ooh. She gets to treat them to a little something. Just
Yeah.
make sure no alcohol falls into the soup. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, we had a big issue with the southern pine beetle, which I think we're gonna start having again.
Most likely, given the
Very
state of
sad.
things.
Very sad.
I believe it.
We also have sudden white pine death, but you know. Yes,
Yeah, that's
I
a
specifically
That's been happening.
studied trees, wondering. I specifically studied trees in arboriculture and silviculture and propagation. But I honestly, I'm probably just not going to find something specifically in my field. The biggest thing I'd want to do is I'd want to work for some sort of like public works or planning, the tree section of whatever town I would be part of, you know, whatever county or town I would be a part of. Because honestly, tree warden is a tight gig. Yeah, I don't know, Cheetah Pod. You have to look that up.
Maybe it'd be that color.
I have not worked with Cornell. I have taught master gardeners before though. Actually because of college. Taught them about bulbs. My grandfather's a master gardener.
Ooh. Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, there's one with like wheat. There's one with like milk. Pretty wild stuff. There's one with like a animal hide, which is what people talk about when they say horses became glue. Dark.
Very dark.
Usually it was one of those things like when they die, you know. Ooh, is it spicy, PCM? Teaching is very fun. Honestly, I have had plans in the work for a very long time about a tree YouTube channel, which is happening just eventually. So it is one of those things where it's like I'd love to work at like a museum and be like a tour guide. I always debate being like a professor or something, related for like a college or anything like that. But the problem is that then that sort of loses that 9 to 5 that I really, really want. It doesn't have to be 9 to 5. It loses the solid 40 hours and no time outside of work thing, which is like, can't do that.
Yeah. Nope, you would definitely be giving that up.
I also just the other day looked into like being a tutor because I love math. Real bad. And I love most sciences. Definitely like the natural sciences. So like biology, environmental science, earth science. I do love those as well. But a lot of them do require some sort of education degree or a degree in the thing that you want. And I don't have a math degree and I don't have an education degree. And I have zero desire to pay more money to get
even
another
to be
degree.
Like a high school tutor, you need a degree?
Yeah, at least for like the like specific things, the companies. That's what I want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I definitely see. There's also a lot of like openings for like being like librarians and archivists in like college libraries and like cataloging and stuff. Honestly, that would be really cool.
Be kind of fun.
I've always looked into being a curator in a museum, like a natural history museum. Would be very awesome. However, there is a very specific degree for that. So that's very interesting. Ooh, Goblin Village.
Ooh. What shenanigans are gonna go down here?
Is that what you were thinking of, TD Pod, before? Gunpowder? Is that what it makes? I mean, it could be fun, Jamie, being a professor.
Oh.
Manufactured potassium nitrate and uranium amounts, one of them ashes. Ah, I see. Makes sense. A lot of nitrogen. A lot of nitrogen. It's definitely a much more recent thing than caveman glue.
Oh, losing on 95% on the success? Jeez.
It didn't go through. Ooh, the airdrop failed. Didn't accept the airdrop.
You know, you lost connection to that cell tower. It's okay, it'll come back. I'm sorry I'm not talking too much tonight, guys. I am just so focused on getting this entry for the comic done.
I have not made tea from trees. I do, however, know for a fact that pine needle tea and spruce needle tea and all those teas that are really high in vitamin C and help scurvy taste disgusting. Horrible. I have made wintergreen tea, though, and that's a plant. That's an herbaceous plant, not a tree, but it's very good. And, there's another thing I was going to say to that, but I've forgotten what it is.
Were you going to tell the story that went along with how you ended up drinking the tea and finding out?
No.
I don't know if everyone here has heard it.
No. Oh, I've also had, like, willow leaves. Because they do have a sort of aspirin-like effect. However, they do upset your stomach if you have too many of them too often. So they're not a good substitute. They're more of like a pinch thing. So it's like if you're in the woods and somebody gets injured and you need to get like help, you can have them eat willow leaves. Chew them, don't eat them.
Is there a... Oh, don't swallow.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, chewing, eating, what's the difference?
There's a big difference. You can chew on a lot of things. You can't eat a lot of as many things.
That is very true. I think
there's
that's
also a lot of things that you can do neither too.
Chewing gum.
That is very true. A book on chewing, eating things. There are definitely multiple, like, foraging books and pamphlets and things that I do own a lot of. But also when you... I will say that the people who like plants and trees, when they hang out together, you find out that most of them eat a lot of things off the ground.
This is a fact?
Oh, yeah, this is a fact. This is a fact. I went to, literally tree school. This is not an exaggeration. It is called the School of Environmental Science and Forestry, and it is very, very, very specialized. And so everybody there is either a lumberjack or a hippie. And so then within that range, you either hunt and kill your meat outside, or you eat all the mushrooms and plants and stuff off the ground.
Impressive.
That's interesting, Jamie. I did a whole presentation once about TNT and how remediation of it works.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. It does sound like a spooky chemical. We made TNT because dynamite was too volatile. And then when we stopped using TNT, we sort of buried a lot of it just underground as well as, of course, setting it off in many areas. But these fields, I'm trying to remember what chemical there is, but I think it's actually called TNT. If I actually remember correctly, it's because it's what TNT stands for, is the chemical. And it leaches into the soil, and then it sits there, and it causes a lot of environmental problems. However, we have, there exists a bacteria that that can remediate it, that can break down TNT into like regular nitrogen and inert sort of products and remediate the landscape. We have taken that gene that allows the bacteria to do this, and we have put it, genetically modified tobacco plants. Thank you. That one, Jamie. Trinitrotoluene. That was it. Trinitrotoluene. See? You know, together we make a full, you know, encyclopedia. And
it work.
And so DDT, to my knowledge, we don't have anything that remediates it, and that's a different problem. But it was in a lot of places, a lot of testing areas, we had a lot of problems with trinitrotoluene being leaching into the ground. But we've made tobacco plants, and the reason we pick tobacco plants is because, one, they're relatively receptive for whatever reason, and they grow in the areas that we have the biggest problems of them. And so you can plant them in sort of like grids throughout the landscape, and they will sequester it into the leaves, and then you can dispose of them safely in a remediation way.
Very nice.
Very cool stuff. Yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah, DDT, to my knowledge, we still don't have a solution for that. You just kind of just kind of have it. We did it, and now we kind of suck. I do know that turkey tail mushrooms do remediate mercury poisoning, mercury leaching. And I have some turkey tail growing out in my backyard on this tree we had to take down because in Isaias it split in half.
Ooh.
And no, that's not exaggeration. It literally split in half down the middle.
Oh no.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, so mercury that has made its way into the dry land ecosystem can be remediated by turkey tail mushrooms. They're apparently good at remediating mercury. Well, makes sense.
I'd say it checks
Is that
out.
where you left off, PCM? On the decision? What will they do? Tune in next time. Oh no, didn't leave off.
Find out.
Didn't leave off yet. No.
It's wild.
No,
Just all
Jamie,
these
no.
street facts and just how much stuff it relates to that you would never think it relates to.
Oh yeah, it's pretty wild.
That's crazy.
I have 4 video scripts that are completely finished that I just have to get around to rearranging my furniture to record and set up everything to record it. And I'm not drawing anything next Wondering because we're about to end very soon. If not right now. But yeah, there's like 5 tree scripts that I have done for this, like completed for this YouTube video that I just have to like record and then edit and post. The editing is easy. It's the recording that it's just like, oh god. I have to do so much work to get to that point. I just have not been motivated to do it.
Gotta undo my whole room.
Yeah. It sucks. But
such is the price that is paid.
And I hope you did make the right decision, PCM.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check if someone is still streaming here.
Oh yeah,
they
maybe
are.
we can get a raid in.
We're gonna raid Hans.
Nice!
I saw that.
Oh, I love it when we raid Hans.
We're gonna raid Hans. Alright. I have been near Bear Mountain, but I have not been to Bear Mountain. I have viewed Bear Mountain across a lake. I hated organic chemistry. I also do not like physics. So, have fun, Jamie! Organic chemistry is honestly worse than inorganic chemistry, in my opinion. But, you know, some people like it.
To each their own.
All right, everybody. thank you all for joining us for this very fun-filled monster attempt session and all my beautiful recreations. Yeah,
and the tree talk. Can't forget the tree talk.
Yep, and the tree talk and et cetera, et cetera.
You know, I did phonetics last week, so you needed a turn.
Alrighty, but we're gonna raid Hans. They're going over D&D items on Reddit, so that's very fun. And so go say hi. He's been off for a while, and yeah, we'll see you on Thursday for Words on Stream / Stream Pairs, and then Comic Corner. So
yes.
Nice. No, that is very true, Jamie. But classes suck. Learning it sucks. But alrighty.
Some teachers just do not know how to make the material interesting.
It's not even that. It's just it's a lot of memorization of a lot of really just stuff, you know? Lab is fine. The classes, the lectures. But all right, guys, go say hi to Hans and Drow, and we'll hopefully see you all on Thursday. Good night.
Yeah. Take care, everyone.